is going on, guys? We have a fun video today. We have Quinn here with his new 2019 Mustang GT Performance Pack 2. So this car actually comes with active exhaust, but we actually have a really cool catback to try out on this car. We actually talked with MagnaFlow. They actually reached out to us and said they have this really cool new design, which this actually piqued my interest with the way that it is designed. I actually saw on TJ Hunt's Supra, they did a similar design to this, and it's adaptable, it's active exhaust still, so there's a lot of really cool things going on with it, so I definitely wanted to try it out. So we have Quinn's car here. He has plans to do a few more things to this car, some long tube headers, a Palm Beach dyno tune, cold air intake. He has already put some lowering springs on it and some tint. So we're going to be installing this super cool new MagnaFlow catback. So we'll give you guys some more info, but I think Quinn and I both want to take a look at the tips because they are carbon fiber tips, which I know I am really excited to see. So is that it? Oh man, dude.
Beautiful.
That is so cool. Yes. Dude, that is so awesome. So what I liked about this catback, you guys are going to see it. It has V-bands on it, and there's just a lot of really cool things. So it is able to hook up to the factory active catback with the car, but it also works with a non-active car. So it actually has a way to, I guess, switch it with a tool. You can switch it from quiet to loud. I believe we also have parts to kind of customize our own exhaust. So we're gonna kind of lay everything out, figure it out, and then we'll get back with you guys. We'll probably also just start the car up and give you guys an idea of what the stock active catback is. Some of you guys might be saying, why are you taking an active catback off? Well, for one, we wanted to try this, and two, I mean, the active stock tips are a little bit disappointing. Don't you think?
A little bit.
You know, for what is it, $2,000 option?
I think it's $1,000.
$1,000 option? That's not too bad, but I mean, you didn't necessarily pick it, the active catback.
It was already on the car.
It was already on the car for the Performance Pack 2, which, as some of you may know, has MagnaRide, which is the same suspension that a GT350 and 350R has, and it has Michelin Cup 2s on it, and some cool other little aero mods and various different things. So let's get all our stuff unboxed and then we will get back to it. All right, so we got some of this unboxed here. So this catback's called the X Mod, and what's cool about it is they give you a bunch of different options here. So for one, it is active catback, so we're gonna be able to retain the stock functionality. We got V-bands. So a lot of exhaust systems for Mustangs don't offer V-bands, so I think that is really, really cool. You guys are gonna see it when it's on the car. It actually has these, you guys will see it. But we also have the option between using this X muffler, which would be a little bit quieter, or the loud boy, the X pipe right here. We're definitely gonna be putting this one in. Now we will keep this because Quinn does plan on putting long tubes in there, and if it's too loud, we can put that one in there. So one of the cool things is that you can literally customize this to make whatever sound you want. So what we're gonna do is probably open the garage door, start the car up, get a few exhaust clips of probably quiet and loud mode because there's a million different modes on these, and then we'll start ripping off the catback. All right, so we're gonna get some last before clips with bone stock active exhaust. So that's normal. That's quiet. And that's track. So, it's time to see what the MagnaFlow sounds like. I think it's gonna sound sick. All right, so our first step is gonna be to unplug the factory connections for the active exhaust, which Quinn has already done on this side. Right up in there. We're actually gonna be swapping the valve off the factory control there, which is actually really cool because you don't have to worry about aftermarket stuff not working like factory. It literally operates exactly the same. Right, so we are unhooked there. Typically, the easiest way to drop these is to unbolt the two, I think they're what, 13 and 15 millimeter bolts there. There. 2 bolts there. And then we come down here and we're gonna loosen our clamps right here. Quinn's car has 1,000 miles. Can't you tell? Like, look, the stock exhaust still looks brand new. So one of the major differences we're gonna have here is we're losing this resonator, and typically for one, it's very heavy, and two, they say it robs some horsepower. So Quinn likes horsepower.
I do.
So yeah.
Well, who doesn't?
It robs sound and robs horsepower, so, and weight. So yeah, let's go ahead and just yank this cat back off, dude. Go ahead and unbolt these two 15 millimeter bolts. Oh.
All the way.
He didn't necessarily need to go all the way, but you know. Quinn doesn't have anything. So we're loose there. Do you want to pick up your nuts? Boom, boom. I don't know if we need to reuse these.
We should.
Yeah. So we'll leave that loose there. We're gonna step it down. So two 13 millimeter bolts. Two 13 millimeter bolts. The nice thing about these is there's little hooks right there, so you don't have to worry about the catback falling on your head. Same thing with these. These ones are going to be very similar concept. We're going to get those up there, and it also has a hook, so it's not going to fall on our head. A little extension on that. The two 13 millimeter bolts. One more, and we're almost ready to drop the cat back. So we're gonna put the camera down, and we're gonna pull the cat back off.
This hurts.
It burns. Oh. All right. Stock catback's out. That took all of 5 minutes.
Not even.
That was pretty quick.
Bolts and all, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. So we're gonna start piecing this together, and we gotta swap the actuator off of there, put it on our new piece over there, but we will come back when we know exactly how this goes together. All right, so our first order of business, there are 3 10 millimeter bolts on the factory actuator. We're then going to swap that onto the MagnaFlow housing, and Quinn is looking a little confused, so I'm a little worried.
Figuring it out.
Huh?
He's figuring it out.
We're figuring it out. There are instructions that they sent us, but we're manly men and we only glanced over those. To be fair, it's fairly simple, so we'll come back to you guys. We did find that pretty much, so it's factory connect, so we don't have a problem at all. Obviously 3-inch here, and then we have a 2.5-inch neck down to go to our factory. We have factory cats, factory lead pipes, so that works perfectly. Then it goes to the V-band. This is where it gets really cool. It has V-band connections all the way through, so I'm excited about that. All right. All right, so what Quinn is doing now, this is a section that the active actuator actually goes into. There is currently a little, section piece there. That's gonna go ahead and swap in, nice V-band in there. This is Quinn's first experience with V-bands, and I personally love V-bands. They're awesome. You put them together, usually just no exhaust leaks. So it's what you run on a lot of turbo setups. I think George's Focus RS, we actually did an exhaust system on that a long time ago, and that had V-bands on it, and it just made life so easy. Yeah, so before it gets tight, you really don't want to hit it with a impact because you'll actually bend the V-band and the clamp, because usually it doesn't require it to be heavily torqued. So impact wrench is not a good idea, or impact gun, unless you're just, you know, careful and all you're doing is, you know, running it in before it gets tight. So we're gonna get that tight and then also get the tip tight, and we'll repeat it on the other side.
That's gonna sound good.
Dude, do your ghost cam. Ready? Ghost cam.
Alright, what does it sound like with the ghost cam? Let's hear the whipple.
Alright, we got the active actuators on, and those are swapped into the V-bands. We got everything pretty much laid out the way it's going to go on the car. The lead pipes right here, those are going to go up in that exact orientation. I swapped the hangers from the stock exhaust to this. We're going to put this up, hang it there. We got a nice V-band, and we have already tightened this section. So that's already tight. We're going to get everything lined up, and I think there's a little section here that connects there. But yeah, we're well on our way to being done. So V-band on this side. One thing that I like to do is to usually make sure you have the V-bands easily accessible, so you can always get to the, you know, the V-band.
You're gonna hold this.
Yep. I'm gonna hold this and hold the camera. I can't wait to hear what this thing sounds like. You know, one of the cool things about MagnaFlow is because they said, hey, we're giving you a lot of different options to kind of play around with the sound, but also if you don't like it, tell us, which I think is so cool when you know, a company works with us like that, and they really want to know, you know, what we think. Judging by what I know, I think it's gonna sound good. All right, time for the muffler section. So luckily these have like a little hook there, so we should be able to grab that while also lining up the V-band on here.
Got a flashlight.
And a flashlight is what Quinn is requesting. So you're gonna go for the, yep, he's gonna go for it. It's balancing. I'm staying away because I've already got hit in the head twice. That's a bold move standing under the muffler, bro.
We should do this.
Do you want to put, do you want to just put thread in that little bolt there?
No, hey, that'll hold.
Let me grab the bolt. I'm gonna put the camera. All right. Number 2, carbon fiber tips. Can you see? All right, so one of the cool things about this exhaust is it has these little pipes that kind of go to the end, and essentially I think they're supposed to eliminate drone, which we will definitely, you know, report back and see how it goes. Spent a lot of time trying to get the tips nice and straight so they look good, so hopefully that is good. I think the only complaint was just that trying to get the tips straight, right? It's a little hard.
Back and forth.
You know, the good thing is it has a lot of adjustment. The bad thing is it has a lot of adjustment.
Yeah. So one thing off down there messes everything else up here.
Yeah, because on each side you have, well, you have V-bands here for adjustment there. You have V-bands here. This also plays a factor in, you know, where it is there. And then you also have adjustment down here. And then you also have adjustment here. So it makes it a little complicated, but I mean, I guess it's good they have a lot of adjustment. It just makes it kind of a pain to get, you know, straight. But if we ever take this cap back off in the future, it's all gonna pretty much stay, you know, one piece essentially, or one side tailpipe. Dude, the whole cap back, the welds, everything looks pretty dang cool. Hopefully it holds up to, you know, daily driving and everything else, but it's all stainless, so it should. Oh boy. It's time.
Moment of truth.
I mean, in theory, there shouldn't be any leaks. I probably shouldn't say anything, but... Dude, the factory tips on the active exhaust are not good.
They need to be bigger.
Yeah.
If they were bigger, they wouldn't be so bad, but...
Alright. Moment of truth. So that's normal. What's that? That's quiet? Huh?
The valve's closed?
Oh, that's quiet?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
That's pretty loud.
Yeah, they're closed.
Alright, let her rip. The loud one. Yeah, that's pretty loud. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds good. What is that, normal mode?
That was normal.
Alright, come quiet. That's pretty sweet. Alright, normal. Sport. And track. What do you think, dude?
I think it sounds pretty good. I think we need to go drive it.
Yeah, we need to go drive it. Give it one last pretty good rev on track. That's loud. Alright, let's get her off the lift, go take her for a rip. Alright, let's get her outside. That's normal mode, I believe. Put it in the loud mode. Yep. There we go.
Got a nice tone.
You like it? Yeah. Yeah, just keep going. I'm gonna film some outside clips. Yeah, just back up. You can rip it a little bit in first gear right here, like down the straight. Woo! That sounds good. I like it. I think it sounds pretty good. Little pop. Nice. Not bad at all. Dang. I think it sounds pretty good. And keep in mind, this is only phase one. It's got long tube headers on the way. What do you think, dude?
Got some nice pops.
Yeah, I heard some pops. Definitely some nice pops. You happy with it? A lot more sound for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go drive it on the highway, and we'll see how quiet mode and how the drone kind of works out. All right. Track mode. The only thing I notice is like you don't notice it going into track mode as much. You know, with like a stock one, you can hear it switch.
Yeah, you hear it.
Yeah. But you can tell the difference when you rev it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
May
watch
make
out
more
for-
of a difference if we had the resonator in as well.
Yeah. Just watch out for that fence. Not bad. Alright, we're gonna get to the drone test here. Smoke 'em! Smoke 'em! Drone test. Cruising 80 something miles an hour. That's in track mode, right?
Yeah.
All right, what does it do in quiet? We got just a little bit of drone. It doesn't change.
There's a different tone, but its sound is still the same volume.
What about normal? No, I wouldn't say the drone's bad.
No, the drone is not bad at all. I mean, you just hear it, but it's not like it's not an echoing hum like how a muffler delete would be.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they include that big resonator, but we were definitely not gonna put that in.
Yeah. They did say the resonator is supposed to take out the drone, even more so than just the extra pipes that they included that come back out through the back. But yeah, I'm happy with the way it is right now. It's not annoying.
Yeah, this doesn't sound bad. I mean, it's hard to really pick it up through camera, but this isn't ear piercing or anything like that.
I mean, even stock has a little bit of noise that you're going to hear like in track mode, so.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what it does with long tubes because, you know, that's the point where you may actually want to use that, you know, muffler or resonator, X-pipe thing. But yeah, overall, so far so good. I thought you were about to do a bird out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
A few little pops here and there.
Yep. All right, Quinn. I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
So,
sounds good.
Yeah. I'm impressed with the sound. Now, comment down below what you guys think. This is a new exhaust, so I'll include some info down below. I don't believe it's currently available yet, but definitely go check out MagnaFlow. Super cool opportunity to work with those guys. And yeah, I mean, the catback looks cool. It's different. Carbon fiber tips look great. Sounds great. And we're going to see what it sounds like with long tubes next week.